Today I'm taking a look at the Luke Skywalker with Grogu Star Wars Funko Pop from the Book of Boba Fett. Let's jump right into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and this is the Luke Skywalker with Grogu Star Wars Funko Pop. This is probably like the second Luke Skywalker Funko Pop that has Grogu with him. Might be the third one now. I can't remember. Definitely the second though for sure. But yeah, no, this one is from the Book of Boba Fett, from that scene where he's training Grogu. In I think it was the 6th episode of the Book of Boba Fett, where like they were on that planet. I can't remember the planet name, but he was training Grogu throughout that whole episode. It was pretty much Mandalorian 2.5, season 2.5. But anyways, back to the pop here. Let's take a quick look at the packaging before we open them up. Alright, so just like the rest of the Book of Boba Fett Funko Pops, it's got that same packaging. So you got the green border around everything, the landscape shot of Tatooine with Boba's palace in the background there, and then of course you got the red medallion behind the series number. And Luke Skywalker with Grogu is number 583 in the series. So we're getting up there. I think we recently got a number 600 there with the Celebration exclusives, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, this one is Luke Skywalker with Grogu. Luke Skywalker and Grogu. And as I mentioned, it's that scene from him training Grogu, and he climbs the bamboo there to take a look at the scenery there and give Grogu a little bit of a lesson there. But there's a side of the box there, and I gotta say, I like this packaging. I love the packaging with the twin suns and Boba's palace there in the background. Looks absolutely awesome. There's the back of the box there, the Book of Boba Fett logo, the rest of the Funko Pops in the second wave here, the other side of the box there, and then the top of the box there. So let's get this guy out of the packaging and we'll take a closer look at him. Alright, so there is Luke and Grogu out of the packaging, and I gotta say, I love this pop. I love the look of this one. Such a great looking pop here as well. They did a really, really nice job on the little details on this guy. I mean, the paint application is pretty plain for the most part. Like, Luke's outfit is all this matte black, aside from his glove and his boots, which are nice gloss black. But the rest is pretty plain for paint application. You get the blue straps for the backpack that Grogu is in. It might be the same backpack that Yoda was in when he was carrying Yoda on Dagobah there. But then you got like the silver buckles on the backpack there, which is such a nice touch, such a nice little detail. And they did a really nice job on the paint application there. I don't see any sloppy paint job on the buckles. And then moving around to the side, you got little Grogu peeking over Luke's shoulder there. And again, like, he's small, he's like super tiny, so they did a really good job on the paint application on him. They even painted his little fingertips or his fingernails there. And then even his robe, like on the larger pops, they do a really good job of texturing and making his robes look like fabric, and they did try and keep things consistent with the texture on Grogu's sleeve there. I don't know if it shows up well on camera, but there is a bit of texture to it if you look at it. Same with the bag. Like, they made the bag, they put some wrinkles in the side of the bag, making it look more like fabric. Like, again, Funko's been doing a great job on fabrics and making it look more real. Again, that blue in the backpack, and then gray for some couple straps at the back there with some silver buckles again, which they did a really nice job on painting there. Like, it doesn't look like there's any overpaint, which for something that tiny, I'm amazed on how good it looks there. And then of course, like Luke's hair, like they did a great job on his hair, sculpting his hair there, especially at the front there. You got the little comb over at the front there, but great looking pop. And then the pose, like he's like mid run almost, because he's got the back foot lifted off the base a little bit. And I love when Funko does something different with the pose like that. Like it's not a super a really, like, you know, fabulous pose, fantastic pose. Like it's not one of the better poses, but like just little things like that, so they're not just standing with their 2 feet side by side with their arms down at the side like those hero poses from the older Funko Pops. But this guy looks fantastic. But let me grab the Luke with the Yoda and compare the two. Alright, so there is the Luke with Yoda on the left side of the screen, and then the Luke with Grogu on the right side of the screen there. And I love how they did them in opposite directions. So the Luke from Empire Strikes Back on the left is running facing one way, and then the other one's facing the opposite way. And same with Yoda and Grogu on either side of the back. And the backpack looks like it could be the same backpack, not the same sculpt, obviously, but the same color, blue. So I'd imagine it's probably the same backpack. But super cool pop, this Luke Skywalker with the Grogu. Great addition to the collection. He's gonna sit very nicely in the Book of Boba Fett Funko Pop area on my display once I get that all tidied up there. But yeah, just overall such a great pop. The stance, the little details on this one. They did a really good job with this whole wave of Book of Boba Fett Funko Pops. But what do you guys think of the Luke Skywalker and Grogu Star Wars Funko Pop from the Book of Boba Fett? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.